Hey everyone, and a huge welcome to this explainer. If you're someone who loves structured, really efficient learning, you are exactly in the right place today. We're going to unpack a truly revolutionary concept from India's leading manifestation coach, Dr. Amit Kumar. We're diving into this fascinating idea that your voice, the one you use every single day, isn't just a basic tool for communication. It's actually an energetic instrument that literally shapes your reality.
Think about it for a second. What if your absolute greatest manifestation tool isn't a vision board or some complex morning ritual or a crystal, but your own voice? Every single time you speak, you're sending out a frequency. And according to Dr. Kumar, that frequency is either attracting or repelling what you want. It is a powerful, built-in frequency generator. So today we're going to figure out exactly how to intentionally harness that power. So here's our roadmap for today. First, we'll look at the hidden manifestation tool. Second, the science of spoken words. Then we'll break down the 5 pillars of modulation, how to combine visualization and the voice, and finally, we'll wrap up with some highly practical voice mastery exercises.
All right, let's jump right into section 1, the hidden manifestation tool. Let's look at what Dr. Kumar calls the missing third dimension of manifestation. Standard manifestation focuses almost entirely on your internal states, right? Your thoughts and your feelings. And those are undeniably important, for sure. But Dr. Kumar introduces this complete equation: thoughts plus feelings plus spoken words. See, while your thoughts and emotions do carry a vibration, your spoken words carry the most immediate, highly concentrated vibration out to the universe. It's what manifestation teachers call a direct command.
Moving right along to section 2, the science of spoken words.
The vibrational power of spoken words actually spans all of human history. Way back in ancient Sanskrit, there's this concept of Vak, which honors the divine creative power of speech. And in Abrahamic traditions, creation itself literally begins with a spoken command: let there be light. But what about today? Well, modern science is totally catching up. Over in the field of psychoacoustics, researchers have found that the sound of your own voice has measurable effects on your neural activity, hormonal secretion, and even your cellular behavior. Your voice physically impacts reality. How wild is that?
Okay, section 3, the 5 pillars of modulation. This is where we get into the exact techniques.
First up is pitch. Think of pitch as the frequency of your intention. When your pitch lifts way up high, it signals excitement, urgency, and vulnerability. But when you drop your pitch down lower, well, it conveys authority, calm, and absolute confidence. When you're speaking your intentions out loud, varying your pitch is absolutely vital.
Let me give you an example of how Dr. Kumar applies this with a micromodulation technique. If you just say, "I am prosperous," in a flat, robotic tone, your subconscious kind of just ignores it. But if you say, "I am prosperous," literally lifting your pitch right on that emotional keyword, it sends a completely distinct, incredibly powerful signal to both your subconscious mind and the universe.
Next is pace. This is the rhythm of your reality. When we're nervous, we tend to rush, we talk really fast. But watch what happens when you deliberately slow things down. A slower pace absolutely commands a room. It signals to your own brain that you're in a state of calm authority. And honestly, most importantly, it gives your subconscious mind the actual time it needs to register what you're saying as the absolute truth.
Pillar number 3 is tone. Tone is the emotional color of your voice, and it's basically the carrier wave of true belief. You can say, "You can do this," dismissively. Or you can say, "You can do this," with genuine awe. Same exact words, entirely different impact. If you're repeating a positive affirmation, but your tone is flat and skeptical, your subconscious is simply going to register the doubt, not the affirmation.
Fourth is volume. Now, volume is super misunderstood. We always tend to think louder is better, right? But the commanding power of presence doesn't always come from shouting. Sometimes, dropping your volume down to a strategic whisper actually draws the listener completely in, almost like you're sharing this profound, sacred secret. Dr. Kumar even notes that whispering your intentions right before bed bridges the conscious and subconscious mind beautifully.
And the 5th pillar is the pause. This is the sacred space between your words. Listen, silence is not empty. The intentional use of a pause is really what separates a novice speaker from a master manifester. It allows your statement to fully land. Plus, it shows you're deeply comfortable in your own presence and you don't feel this anxious need to rush and fill the void.
Which brings us to section 4, visualization and the voice. So what actually happens when we combine these vocal pillars with traditional self-improvement techniques? Well,
It's a real game changer. Don't just visualize silently in your head. Combine that mental imagery with spoken narration. Speak your ideal scenario out loud in the present tense and actively modulate your voice to match that emotional vision. If you're visualizing a massive, exciting achievement, let your pitch rise. If you're visualizing deep peace, slow your pace right down and soften your tone. By doing this, you're activating multiple sensory channels all at once, which astonishingly amplifies your brain's neurological response. Finally, Section 5, Practical Voice Mastery Exercises. Let's get into the actionable stuff.
We have to start with the absolute foundation, which is your breath. Your voice is quite literally made of breath. A shallow breath creates a thin, anxious-sounding voice, but a deep, diaphragmatic breath creates a rich, resonant voice. So right before you do any manifestation practice, inhale deeply for 4 counts. Hold that breath to center yourself for 4 counts, and then exhale smoothly for 6 counts. This simple trick grounds your body and perfectly prepares your instrument.
And here are 4 daily actionable exercises from Dr. Kumar to help you develop your own unique vocal signature and eliminate that dreaded vocal flatlining. First, the mirror affirmation practice. Literally speak your goals aloud to yourself in the mirror, intentionally changing up your pitch and volume so you can feel the shift in energy. Second, the read aloud ritual. Take an inspiring text and read it out loud for 10 minutes a day, but really perform the text, don't just lazily read it. Third, meditate and speak. Quiet your mind first, and then speak your intentions from that deeply centered place. And lastly, record, listen, and refine. Record yourself speaking for just 2 minutes, audit it, and notice where your voice naturally flatlines or rushes so you can fix it.
There's this incredible thought from the source material that I want you to really let sink in. Silence is not empty. In great communication and manifestation, silence is where the magic lives.
We've looked at the science, the ancient history, and the exact physical mechanics of how your vocal frequency truly shapes your outcomes. Your voice literally is your magic wand, capable of sending a direct, undeniable command out to the universe. So my question to you, to wrap up this explainer, is this: how are you going to intentionally use it today?